the debate just finished a couple of minutes ago. What do you think about tonight's debate?
It was the liveliest of the Democratic debates so far. There was a lot of interactions between Secretary Clinton, Senator Sanders, and former Governor O'Malley. A lot of back and forth. It almost felt like one of the Republican debates, which are really very full of action. So yeah, a lively debate, but it was buried on a Saturday night, so I don't know how many Americans are actually going to see it.
Right. And do you think anything actually changed up to tonight?
I think all three candidates had their best performances to date. Hillary Clinton was very, very lively tonight. She was able to show her wide range of knowledge on a host of issues. Senator Sanders, especially on foreign policy, battling ISIS, dealing with the Middle East, that's been considered his weak spot. He was pretty strong on that tonight. And Martin O'Malley, the former Maryland governor, this was his most aggressive performance to date. He really needs that because he's very far back right now in the polls. They all did well, which means I don't think anything changes. Nationally, Hillary Clinton is the front runner. O'Malley is a distant third, and Sanders is kind of in the middle. But right here in New Hampshire, we actually have a race, because right here in New Hampshire, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are pretty much all tied up.
And would you say there was a winner tonight? And who would that be in that case?
I really don't. I think all three performed well, and since there was no winner, Hillary Clinton is the winner because she is the overall front runner in this race.
Yeah. And was there anyone that you were disappointed in, or any certain issues that you were disappointed in what they said?
No disappointment, but I think what's interesting is to compare this debate to the Republican debate a few days ago. This debate talked about all the issues, battling ISIS, the Middle East, what to do in Syria, but it also dealt with a lot of the domestic issues that are so important to Democratic voters. A very different feel in that Republican debate because all they talked about was national security and terrorism. They didn't even touch the domestic issues.
And as you said, Martin O'Malley, he was showing a lot more energy than he'd done before, but do you think he has a chance to actually rise in the polls after this? He's dropped a lot and he's just down to 3%.
Martin O'Malley is so far behind Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders that all he can do right now is basically yell and scream and say, hey, I'm here, and criticize both of them. He did that again tonight more forcefully than before, especially on gun control, going after both Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. At the end of the day, will it help? Maybe a little bit, but he is still far behind the two of them.
And also, finally, we talked before about how they actually agree on most issues, but today we actually saw some things that they disagreed on. Were there anything specific there that you thought about that was actually new to you?
Yeah, they disagree a little bit on gun control. That really was under the microscope at this debate, early in the debate. There's some disagreements on Social Security and whether to strengthen it or just keep it secure. We saw those issues, definitely, those definite differences on the stage tonight. I got to say, though, one thing about Hillary Clinton that differentiates her from Sanders and O'Malley. Hillary Clinton is not only fending them off, she was also on the attack against Donald Trump and the rest of the Republicans. So she's kind of already looking ahead to the general election. She's, not 100% secure that she has the nomination won, but she's got her eyes on next November, not just on the primaries.